Vincent Christiani, and I am a systems tester for ECI Mark Systems. And here is the web page basically showing what ECI Mark Systems is. Just going over the daily routine. Every day I would log in and open up Outlook and check my emails. I would then go over to the program that we use called version 1, and I would look in the testable column. Right now there's nothing for testing, but I went into the backlog and I took a look at one of the cards I worked on, and this one was a pretty big one. I found a lot of different rejections. We found black screens, and every time I find something, I talk about how I reproduce the bug, and I take screenshots, and I explain to the programmer what the problem was. I found a lot of different things in this card, and if I find anything fishy, something I think doesn't make sense or shouldn't work that way, I talk to the programmer about it and tell him how I think I should work, how it should work, and we talk about it and we have a conversation about it. And whenever I work on something, I always make sure to put my regression test case link in there so that the next person, when we do regression testing, the next person can click on the link, read it, and know everything about this. This one was an API, and I talk about the location of where the API is located, and I just talk all about it and all the different tests that I tried. I list them out, how to do the test and what should happen when you run the test. I put all the notes in there that the programmer attached. I just put in everything. I put in screenshots, explain to them where you can edit this and get more information on the task. So right now, this task isn't ready because the programmer thought it was ready, and I found a bug that I thought was pretty obvious, and he had to think about it and talk to the product owner and figure out how it should work. So this one's not ready yet, but I'm going to load it in Git just to show you that I know how to do that. We do this every day. So I'm just going to log in. I use Vinny because it's an alias that I use. Check out release. And then we pull to just pull all the up-to-date information. Now I'm going to get the card number. Okay, so we'll load that. I assume it's going to have some rebase errors or merge conflicts. So we rebased it. And then we're going to build it. But it shouldn't be done yet. Or maybe he just didn't push anything yet. But as this is going, as this is building, I look at it and make sure we don't run into any errors. And if we do, I report it to him. Okay, it actually didn't have any errors. So now I'm going to open up my remote desktop here. I'm going to go onto the Linux box and do some things in there. Alright, so it's pretty easy from here. So I just click my icons. I'm going to start running some of this stuff. It's just the normal stuff that I do. Register app and the DB updates and the menu update. And I just make sure that no errors occur while this is running. Alright, so now we can close this. Everything ran fine. And now for this particular card, you have to stop and start Yeti. So I do cd ihms Yeti to get into the folder. And then it's sudo service Yeti stop. And that stops it. And then I'm going to manually restart it. And what happened? Well, that's unfortunate. I think my Yeti got updated, so maybe that command doesn't work anymore, but I just started Yeti the way we usually do instead of... So now I'm not going to be able to view things in the console as I'm running, as I'm doing APIs. So that's a little unfortunate, but this is okay. I can still show you what I do. So the API I'm currently working on, or the endpoint, is the Q customer deposit endpoint, and I just ran it, and we have an invalid access token, so I just have to get a new access token. Alright, pasted it in there. I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to run it. And it worked. It looked like it went through, but of course, this is the back end. We have to check the front end to see if the data actually made it. So this is my Mark Systems system. It used to be a JNLP link, but now it's an executable, so it's a little different, but we're hoping the customers like it. We went to cash receipts data entry, and open up this screen, and here we have this view queue button that John put in, and now, this is where the real testing comes in to see if it came over properly, and I have to test everything, to this drop down, to when I click this and the window came over on the side. I didn't really like that at first, but he said it's for the reason why it comes over to the side like that is so that you can click different records and it refreshes the screen here. So I said, okay, that's fine. Once you click it, it cascades like this. So I think my laptop's the screen's a little small. I probably should have dragged this over. But yeah, so I have to verify all this is working. But there was a process that the programmer didn't really understand that I did understand, and I had to bring to his attention that when you manually create a record and you click tab, these other distribution records come down and it auto-populates, and he did not account for that, so that's why it is being worked on right now. So besides that, now that you have a look at the actual system that I use, there are many different modules in here, many different things you have to understand, and it takes years to understand all the different things in here and all the tables and how all the tables relate to each other. And there's even a web-based application that this goes along with. So here's the web-based application that I'm logging in to, and as you can see, it's even more complicated, and things can get even more crazy. So there's a lot to test, there's a lot to understand, there's a lot of manipulation, and it's very, very interesting, and it's very fun. I enjoy it. So there's this program called DB Visualizer that we use, and I use it almost every day to look at data in the tables. And I just ran a query to get the data from the cash rec detail table, and I can go in here and look at the data. I can filter it down by using a where clause or whatever I want to do. So it's always good to check these tables. All right, so hire me. So why should you hire me? Well, I'm the main tester for 90% of the new features that go out into the build. So the product owner has these meetings every quarter and talks about all the things that went into the new build, and 90% of those things are things I tested, and I take pride in my work, and I make sure that those things are tested thoroughly so that the customer has the best user experience. So I know the business counts on me to get things done, so I work hard and I only take my PTO when I can. Meaning, I have a lot of PTO built up, but if I take a whole week off, it's going to throw the whole sprint off. Oh, yeah, by the way, we use Scrum, so it's going to throw the whole sprint off, and things aren't going to get done, and, I feel a little bit bad if I can't get those things done, but I don't overwork myself. I take PTO when I need to, but I know that I need to get these things done for the business. And I'm always learning new things. I'm excited to learn new things. And right now I'm taking some Python courses and some IT related courses. There's some other courses that I took, but just on Udemy, this is what we have going on right now. There's a few that I completed. And yeah, it's really interesting, especially this Python course. It's about 17 hours long, and I've been learning a lot just for fun, because it's useful and it gives me a better perspective on what the programmers do on a daily basis. Okay, so this video is getting pretty long, but there was a lot of different things that I wanted to cover because I do a lot of different things. Over the past 5 years, I've learned a lot. I also know how to back up my data on the server, and I'm showing you this Google Analytics page because that's another thing that I've been working on lately. And to just summarize what makes me stand out from the rest, I'm friendly, easy to get along with. I get along with everyone. So I work with a lot of different people, a lot of different personality types, and I understand how difficult it is to work with these different people And just over the years, I've understood how to do it, and I just think everyone likes me at work. I get along with everyone, so I think that's what makes me stand out. Also, going back to this card I worked on, and this is just one of the cards I worked on, but I don't settle for less, and I want the quality to be as good as it can be, and I'm always asking questions if I don't understand something, and I'm always communicating with the programmers, making sure that we're both on the same page, and yeah, I just really care about my job. I enjoy my job, so after watching this video, I hope you understand all the different things that I do at my job, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.